In the preferences, I'm not going to change anything. Basically, in the general sections, there is the updates, module updates, and then check for the cookies, IP address, and everything else. This is by default, and it shouldn't be changed unless you have a good reason why you're actually changing that. When it comes to the help, we can actually switch it on and off. So you can see this little text just above my cursor. This is actually the help, so you can switch it on or you can switch it off. And also you have the help in the upper right corner. Okay, so if I hit on no, this will actually disappear. Okay, I do not want that, and I'll leave it as it is. In the notifications, show notifications for new orders, yes. Show notifications for new customers, yes. Show new notifications for new messages, yes. So everything is okay, and I'm not going to change anything here, and I'll move to quick access. Now the quick access, if you look all the way to the top, there is the quick access button here, and if you click on it, you'll find new categories, new products, and new vouchers. This is exactly the same as this list here. I do not want to add any new quick access links, and really if I wanted to, I can just hit on the new quick access and this will actually create a new link here. Okay, now in the employees, you can only see that I have one employee here, and we're going to add a couple of more employees. But first of all, let's go into the profiles. In the profiles, I'll only have the admin profile, which is myself. Okay, so let's go and add a new profile. Alright, profile name, let's call it the web developer. Save. Alright, let's add another one. Let's call this profile marketing manager. Save. And this really depends on how big your store is and how many profiles you would like to have. Okay, so I have created the web developer and the marketing manager. Okay, let's move into the permissions now, and here we'll actually set up all the permissions for our new two profiles. So web developer, what can web developer do here? All right, so there's a lot of different options here, so going through all of this will take some time, but basically you would select anything and everything that's got to do in this case with web development. So for example, you would not have shipping for the web development, as this will be done by some logistics person who is more into logistics, or the modules for payment and whatnot. But basically you would set up something like this: product attributes, anything that's got to do with the catalog. Okay, so I guess that's a good idea. And also with the CMS pages, you would select, for example, you would select all. So if you click on this actually means they can view. So in this particular case, web developer can view CMS pages. They can add pages. This is the second option. They can edit the pages. And the fourth option here is to actually be able to delete, or you can just click on this last checkbox and this actually means all. Okay, so I would probably have them do that. I'll let them go into the search, shop URLs, and orders, invoices, no, products. I'll let them go into that, into categories, into monitoring, product attributes, product features, supplies, and whatnot. On the right hand side you have the modules, and this is basically what they actually can access, which module. So this is the menu here which will be available to them, and this is the module, so they can basically view all of the modules which are practically installed on your Prestashop. So we're talking about the web developer, and I don't think there's a need for them to actually go and configure the bank wire, for example, best suppliers. Let's have a look at something that's more important for them. So let's go into this customer information block. So that's something that I guess they would have to go into. Dashboard activity as well, Facebook block, featured products on the home page, language block, new products block, newsletter, social sharing, theme configuration, and I guess online visitors and the origin. And okay, so you can see that this is live and the changes will be saved automatically. Okay, so after we're done with that, we'll probably go and do exactly the same with the marketing manager, and after we're done with that, we'll actually go back to the employees now. Alright, So now we can add new employees. Let's do that by clicking on this button here. Alrighty, so let's go. The new employee, let's call this employee Peter J. Peter J. Okay, if I have a photo, I can insert the photo here as well. Their email address, so let's call Peter J at myshop.com. Their password, and basically you can enter the password here for their particular account. So I'm just going to enter Peter 123. Connect to Prestashop, yes. Default page, dashboard. Okay, so basically this is the page that will be displayed once they actually logged in. So for example, for my web developer, I can always go with the default, which is the dashboard, or I can go and select from the list of all the available pages here. Okay, so I guess for Peter, who is the actual web developer, maybe we can go with something like themes. All right, language English, or you can select French, or you can install other languages here as well. The theme, so this is the theme for Peter. So each new account, each new employee that you can create can have different themes. Okay, so admin menu orientation left, so there below, status is on, and permission file, there it is, our web developer. This is something that we have just created before, and whenever you create a new profile, it will be given here. Okay, let's save Peter now. All right, so there is our Peter J, which is what we actually wanted to do. Okay, you can add many users like this, many employees, but let's move now into the menus. All right, so this is all the menus that we currently have here. You can go and you can actually edit those, and for example, if you go and edit the orders, you'll actually come to this page here, and you can change the name, you can change the class and the module as well. All right, and basically what this is this menu here. So it starts with orders. There's orders, the first one, then it goes into catalogs, customers, and whatnot. But what I would like to do is change a few things here. Well, just one thing. I would like to have my dashboard, which is displayed right here, to be at the top. So what I need to do is actually come here and I'll just click it and drag it all the way up, and I'll let go of the mouse button. You can see that it's been successfully updated, so this is live, and basically when I refresh my page, my dashboard now appears right at the top. So basically you can play around and you can change any of these menus or how they actually appear. All right, let's go into advanced parameters. Okay, so here's my information here. I'll go into the email, and what I would suggest you do is that you test your email configuration. So this is the email of the store, by actually hitting on the send an email test here. Alright, so we have the emails, customer service. So when the customer sends an email, where would you like this email to be sent to? So you can select either the customer service or the webmaster, or you can actually create new different accounts and actually have them send there. I'll leave it as customer service, and the other options I'll leave it as it is. Okay, there's a few other available options here which are a bit more advanced, and for now we are not going to change any of that. All right, let's go into the localization now. Okay, the import localization pack you can select here, and this is good, and I'll go with Australia, as this will actually convert this will actually in a way import and install the taxes, the currencies, the languages, and the units for that particular country. So like I said, I'll be selling in Australia only, and I'm going to select Australia, and I'm going to have all of this selected. The last option here is change the behavior of the tax display for the group. I'll actually select that one as yes as well, and download package data, yes or no, yes, and let's go and hit on the import. Alright, so my localization pack has been successfully imported. Moving a bit more down, I'll come to the configuration. Default language, once again you can add different languages. I'll go with English. Default country, well, I said Australia, so let's move all the way up and find Australia. There it is. The currency, okay, dollar, and the time zone, we'll have to go and find the Australia one. which is somewhere around here, Europe. But you get the idea. You'll find the country, time zone of your country, and you will select that one, and that will be your time zone. And this is really good when it actually comes to if you're having international customers, and it's really good. Otherwise, or if you're living, for example, in USA where there's different time zones, or I think in Russia as well. So I'm going to select any time zone. Let's go with NZ, and I'm going to hit on save. Alright, let's move a bit more down. Localization. Even though I have inserted the localization pack for Australia, and the weight unit is kilograms, the distance is given in kilometers, volume in liters, and dimensions in centimeters, I can always change that. So, you know, for example, if you insert here, if you uploaded or imported the UK localization pack, this will actually be changed, but you can come here and change that to the metric system as it is here. Okay, advanced. Now we move into the language local, and the country local, we'll leave it as English. Okay, so we haven't changed anything here. Let's go into the languages now. And this is basically where you would add a new language. So you would hit on add a new language, and you would enter the information here, name, the code, the language code, and everything else. And you can even have a flag or no picture image, and actually upload a new language. All right, and then it will appear here, and anywhere there's an option to change languages, that particular language will be displayed. Okay, moving into the zones. Basically, this is, you can enter all sorts of zones here, which now will be available and recognized by your Prestashop. Countries, exactly the same. This is all the countries that are currently available, and this is, if you remember, in one of the previous steps I have gone through the list. So the list is this one here, and basically you can enter all of the countries on this page here if they are not available. Alright, so by adding a new country, by hitting on the add new country button right at the top. States, exactly the same story. So for example, in the US there's a lot of different states. So basically, because I'm doing Australia, let's see if we already have, for example, Victoria. Victoria is a country, is a state in Australia, and there it is. Okay, edit, country, zone, status. Excellent. Currencies. Okay, so I have the euros and the dollars, and basically you can add any currencies that you would like. Let's move into the taxes now. And basically, like I've said, when you import a localization pack, you would have some already set up taxes, and this is exactly what I was talking about before. So GST in Australia, this is the gross, this is the goods and service tax for Australia is 10%, and because I imported the localization pack for Australia, this is the tax that I'm giving here. Now the tax options, enable tax, yes. Display text in the shopping cart, I'll say yes actually here. Display on delivery address or the actual invoice address, I'll go with the invoice, and I'm going to hit on save button there as well. We'll move into the tax rules now, and basically I have the tax rule which is okay for my particular case, which is the the UA, which is the AU Australia standard rate of 10%. Okay, so basically we have gone and we have set up all the available options, or the actual parameters and the actual settings for our back office. And now we should be ready to go ahead and start building and adding our products.